Now to your 4-1 forecast with meteorologist Kaylee Wentz. Kaylee, we were out there today at the fair just to get everything set up and run through everything. And first thing I noticed is it was very, very warm and humid feeling out there.
Yeah, it's definitely humid. It has been for the last several days. The rain from earlier on gave us a little bit of relief today compared to yesterday, but still, it's feeling pretty tropical out there, and it's looking that way as well. This photo was sent in to us by one of our viewers named Cheryl, who was out at Hamburg Beach, and she sent it to us not because the beach was looking all that great today, but because you can see just how hazy the sky is out that way. And many of you are seeing that around western New York this evening. Now here's a view of the satellite and radar, which shows you a loop of the last 3 hours. We had some strong storms roll through south of Buffalo at about 2 o'clock. At this point, a lot of that has started to fizzle out. However, we are seeing new pop-up spotty showers really kind of come into the area. And there's a couple different spots. This one across the Niagara Peninsula and just east of Niagara Falls, not really towards Lockport yet, but right in the middle, you can see just some light rain showers, a couple more heavy downpours over the Niagara Peninsula towards Port Colborne. And then if you move further south of Buffalo, Wyoming County towards Livingston County, starting to see some of those yellow dots indicative of heavy rain. And then of course, this batch moving through McKean and Potter counties will start to get a little bit active. And this is what we're talking about for tonight. This light green color just shows you that the chance for thunderstorms is there. So far, we don't see any lightning with what's out there right now, but further east, that's under a marginal risk, so they do have the better chance to see some of that. Tomorrow, on the other hand, most of western New York is under the marginal risk for severe weather and severe storms, and so we're going to be watching closely for that potential. Now, in my opinion, I think the biggest threat tomorrow will be strong winds, heavy downpours, and some lightning. So possible wind damage is there tomorrow afternoon, but outside of that, the threat seems pretty low. Here's a look at the hour-by-hour models for you. Walking you through tonight, I mentioned it earlier. Right after sunset, rain really will diminish. It will be out of here, and we'll be left behind with cloud cover until early tomorrow morning. Now, at about 6 o'clock, showers will be south of Buffalo. They'll make their way further north and further east, at least that batch. And then check this out. By about 10 o'clock, moving over the Niagara Peninsula into Niagara Falls, and further south and east, we've got a next batch of rain. That will start to clear out or dry out throughout the afternoon for areas north of Buffalo. South going to stay wet a little while longer, but everybody will see things quiet down again through the overnight. Now for Thursday, it will be a lot quieter of a day in terms of rainfall, but skies still will stay partly to mostly cloudy. So we're going to be tracking the potential for this. It's very unsettled. We've seen that the last several days. We see it today, and really the rest of the week and the weekend will remain pretty similar. Rainfall forecast shows you just how much we're talking about. Through tonight, we're going to add on a couple more tenths of an inch at best. Now, as we get into tomorrow morning and afternoon, here's where some areas pick up a decent amount of rainfall. I think we'll add on maybe another inch of rain early tomorrow morning, and then a couple more tenths of an inch by tomorrow evening. So everybody maybe can take a break from watering their dry lawns once again tomorrow. Here's what we're talking about for temperatures, sitting in the upper 70s for Buffalo and areas north. We do have some cooler spots south where rainfall is currently moving through with light winds. Now, as we get into the overnight tonight, winds will continue to decrease down to about 3 to 8 miles per hour. Temperatures will, however, stay mild, and like Christy mentioned, will stay pretty muggy. Now, for tomorrow, we're talking about a climb back into the upper 70s and possibly the low 80s. We've got those showers and storms that will be very spotty in coverage throughout the entirety of the day. Notice Thursday primarily dry, but that unsettled weather pattern that I mentioned really sticks around from Friday all the way through the beginning of next week.